These energy balls are popping with flavor. Today, we are going to make two variations for lemon poppy seed blueberry and cherry almond energy bites. They both follow the same base recipe and swap out ingredients for two totally different tasting options. They're full of healthy fats and fiber and make a great pre or post-workout snack, mid-afternoon pick-me-up, or on-the-go breakfast. These are made in a bowl and don't require any extra appliances like a food processor, although you could blend them up if you prefer a smoother texture or find it easier than stirring them together. To make the lemon poppy seed blueberry bites, we are going to start by mashing a few dates. These help to naturally sweeten the bites and they add fiber and antioxidants. Make sure to remove the pits if they aren't already pitted, and you'll take somewhere between 4 to 6 dates depending on how big they are or how sweet you want the bites to be, and then just cover them with hot water. They don't even need to be fully covered. In total, this is about 2 to 4 tablespoons of water. And then after about 30 seconds or a minute, you can use the fork to mash the dates. Feel free to use the side of the bowl to mush things around. The hot water helps to break things up and they should mash up pretty easily. If your dates were quite hard to begin with, you can let them sit in the water for a bit longer before mashing, and that should help. Once you have the dates all mashed up, you're going to add 1.5 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats to a large bowl, a half cup of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of poppy seeds, 1 cup of dried blueberries, and the zest of 1 lemon. Before adding any of the more sticky ingredients, I like to give everything a quick stir to help make sure the blueberries, seeds, and lemon zest are mixed throughout. Now you can add the sticky ingredients that will bring everything together into a dough-like mixture. Here you'll add the date paste we mashed earlier, a half cup of cashew butter, and then the juice of the lemon that we just zested. Now you can stir everything together. I like to give the wet ingredients a quick stir on top of the dry ingredients like you're seeing here. It's not necessary to be as precise as you would, say, for a cake batter, where you mix the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients separately before combining them, but just giving it a super quick preliminary mix before really stirring everything together helps combine things a little bit more thoroughly. Once you've stirred everything together, you'll get this pretty thick dough-like mixture that will stick together quite well and not seem too crumbly. If it seems too sticky, you can add another tablespoon or 2 of oats or almond flour to thicken it up, and if it seems too dry and crumbly, you can add another tablespoon or 2 of almond butter or even a small splash of water or plant-based milk to help bring everything together. Now you can use a small cookie scoop or tablespoon to portion out the balls, and then using clean hands, you can give them a quick roll to give them a shape and make sure they're stuck together. You can pop these in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes to firm up before transferring them to a storage container. And onto the cherry almond bites. We will use the same base idea and just swap a few ingredients for a totally different flavor profile. You'll again add 1.5 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats to a large bowl. Now add a half cup of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and a cup of roughly chopped dried cherries. Give everything a quick stir to mix together those dry ingredients, and now add the sticky, wet ingredients that will bring everything together. A half cup of almond butter, 1 teaspoon of almond extract, and the mashed date paste from 4 to 6 medjool dates. Just like the first recipe, give those sticky ingredients on top a quick, not overly thorough mix, and then stir everything together to combine. And again, just like with the first one, you can adjust the recipe so it's not too sticky and not too dry to scoop. If you touch the dough or give it a quick pinch, it will easily stick to itself and stay together, but it shouldn't be too sticky that it sticks to your fingers. And again, you can portion these out with a cookie scoop or tablespoon. And as another side note, if you don't want to scoop out the individual balls of dough, you could also mash this into a square cake pan, allow it to firm up in the fridge for a bit, and then cut it into small squares instead. These can be transferred to a storage container once they've set up, and then you can keep them in the fridge and grab a few to munch on as a snack or take on the go. They also keep well in the freezer, and then you can pop a few out as you want them and let them thaw throughout the day. These recipes can really be adjusted to suit your personal taste preferences. You can swap out the nut butter for whatever type of nut or seed butter you like, and you can swap out the dried fruit for a different type to get a totally different flavor. I hope you like these flavor combos, and if you want recipes for more to try, let me know. And as always, figuratively, metaphorically, abstractly, let's eat together.